Hello friends, it is Running Kimono, and today's video is a little bit of a story time. I know a lot of you really enjoy story time, so this one is kind of interesting. So I have been helping a friend with an estate sale for the last couple of weeks, and every now and then when we get some time, we just shoot over to her house, and she lives about an hour or so away. So there's a couple Dollar Generals on this trip that I take, and I stop at them just to see the clearance, because you know I'm a big clearance shopper. I love clearance, and I'm always looking for, you know, the big bonanza, the big amount of stuff that I can get for like $4 and be like, look what I got. But that takes work. You know, you got to look for the right store and blah, blah, blah. So I was looking for a Diet Coke and a couple other little goodies at the Dollar General, and of course to partake and take a peek at the clearance stuff. So I was in the back of the store looking at that, and they had some stuff, but not a lot of stuff. But I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then I heard this woman talking quite loudly to her partner. I'm not sure if it's her spouse, her boyfriend, whatever. She was like in her 40s, and she was ordering him around. So I thought that was interesting that he's taking orders from his partner, and she is just like, you need to move this and move your butt and la la la. I mean, you could listen to that all day if you like to people watch, but I felt kind of bad for him because he wasn't saying a word. So you always wonder what the partner's thinking. And I'm like, okay, well, this is great, but I got to go to an estate. I got to go help my friend. I can't be here all afternoon. So I got my stuff, went to the front register, paid for my pop and a couple other things. And she was right behind me. And there's a little coupon right now for Powerade or Gatorade or something. Buy, I think it's 4. Get 1 for free. I think most of you have seen that digital coupon. And for whatever reason, guys, I always find that at the self-checkout at the Dollar General, so around here they've put in all these new self-checkouts, and I wish they would work properly, but for whatever reason, if you're going to use more than 2 digital coupons, only the first digital coupon will attach, and the second one will not. If you punch in your phone number at the beginning, if you do it at the end, whatever you're going to do, it doesn't work. You have to have a physical cashier at a checkout for all the digitals to come off. It doesn't work at the self-checkout, and that's been my experience, right? I am quite friendly with a couple of managers that have these self-checkouts. So we've been like, can I try this? Can I try that? Can we do this? Can we do that? And no matter how we do it, if you have more than 1 digital coupon, that's been the story for the last many, many months. And I even tried it a couple weeks ago too, and it still wasn't working. So I was like, you know what? I will go to a regular lane because that's where I have the most amount of success with a cashier, with a pulse. And so, this lady and her boyfriend were right behind me, and I asked the cashier, I'm like, hey, because I've not been to this store, I'm like, do you have a lot of luck with that self-checkout? Like, how is it working for you? And she's like, you know, we do have some problems with it. I'm like, yeah, I find that with digital coupons, it seems to lock up the machine, or just only will scan 1, and it's a real headache. And the cashier's like, yes, we've had that same problem here. And she was, I think, a manager too, this lady that was serving me. And the lady and her boyfriend right behind me pipes up and says, well, you just don't know how to use your Dollar General account. And so I turn back and I was like, oh, hi. And that was the lady who was, you know, with her boyfriend telling him all this stuff. And I'm like, what exactly do you mean? And she's like, well, if you load all the digital coupons and you punch in your number at this checkout, everything works. It always works. I don't know what your problem is. She's obviously having a really bad day. So she started to take it out on me. So I just want to pay for my drinks and get out of there. Like, this lady has no idea who I am. She has no idea that I make tutorials online about Dollar General. She has no idea about anything. I'm just some person standing in front of her. And with her knowledge, she just wants to tell me that I'm basically an idiot. And she didn't say the word idiot, but it was implied. And so then she looks at me, and I have my bag. I got to get out to go be with my friend. And she's like, I'm going to go do self-checkout right now if you want to see how this works. I'm like, oh, great. Well, I'd love a tutorial. She had a bunch of digital coupons. She probably had like 20 items in her basket. And if she's such a pro, why isn't she going on a Saturday to do a 5 off of 25? But she's just there, you know, to do it that day. And guess what, guys? 1 digital coupon came off. She probably had like 5 digital coupons loaded for different products. It was everything from cleaning to food, and only 1 came off at self-checkout. And she was missing like, you know, I don't know, like $10 of savings or something. She had a variety of stuff in her cart. And so she asked the cashier to void it, and that she wanted to go through a regular lane. And then she just said to me, she's like, this has never happened before, and I don't know what you did to the machine. And I just looked at her. I'm like, I don't work for Dollar General, ma'am, so I don't know what you're talking about the machine. I just was saying that I've had problems before with this machine and that I would rather, go through a regular lane with a cashier in front of you. And then she just continued with, this has never happened before. You obviously broke this machine. And like, what, I walked by the machine and broke it? Like, I just looked at her. I'm like, hey, have a good day. And I like ran out of the store. I'm like, I'm going to sit here and argue with her for 10 minutes. No, thanks. But just, oh my God, guys, I wish I had kept my mouth shut and didn't ask for that tutorial, but there's all types out there, and just sometimes you just have to keep your cool and just run away. But she was just ready to argue and fight and debate, and it's just like, I'm just in here for Gatorade and peace. Like, have a great day. And I just ran out the door. But oh my gosh, I was just really surprised. And you never know who's standing in front of you. Like, I know how to use the Dollar General app. I know how this works. I've just had a lot of issues with these checkouts. I don't know if it's just not programmed properly here or if there's problems with these machines, but I know a lot of you probably also had similar issues. But oh my goodness. And if this lady would have taken the smallest bit of accountability and said, oh, well, I didn't know that this didn't work this way, or, oh, I guess there's an issue or something like that. But she just stood to her initial story of it works and that I broke the machine by walking by it, which I don't even know how you could possibly do. Weird on every level. I think the smartest thing to do is just to walk away. I should have never stuck around for this tutorial because it ended bizarre too. And she wasn't joking around. She was being serious, which was also like, what is this exactly? It was just weird. So that's it for this. Good luck with your Saturday Dollar General deals. And if you ever deal with something like this, just run out the store. We'll catch you in the next one, guys. Bye.